Hi my sunshines, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Raeofsunshyne here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Yes, you heard me. I'm not doing fragment memory today. Oh, I'm just kidding. No, I found something. Yes, it's another voice drama, but I stumbled across another one that I think is quite interesting just by looking at the characters, and I think it's more of a newer voice drama because I haven't heard too much about it, but I've heard enough to know, something about it. Okay. It's called Gray Sheep, and I saw that they had English subs on their voice dramas, or tracks as they would call them, or picture drama. They're calling it so many different things, but I saw that they are subbing it, so I definitely want to react to this and see how good it is, and hopefully it can be something that I can put in rotation, as I'm at a standstill with Magasuno right now because they're not subbing any more episodes at the moment, which I am greatly disappointed and sad about because I really want to keep that going because I was really invested in that voice drama. But hopefully someone will pick it up and decide to put some English subs for me so that I can keep reacting. But for now, just to take a little break, so I love fragment memory, but sometimes I feel like there needs to be something else to kind of, keep things going and keep, a different kind of vibe. So yes, I'm going to be acting to, okay, the first episode has, I think, 5 tracks. So I'm probably not going to watch all of the episode today. I'm going to break it down because I don't want the video to be too long. And plus, I want to see some of their music videos because, as you know, I really like listening to the music videos as well, because it kind of gives me a more dynamic on like what their style is, how they sound, just different parts of them. So without further ado, me rambling, let's get into this episode. Well, first, let me make it bigger. And okay, I think the captions should already be on, but let's go. So like I can't even I'm sorry you guys. I can't even tell you guys about what this is about because I don't necessarily know, but I'm gonna learn as I go. And obviously one of the characters' names is Snow, and yeah, we're gonna see how each character coincides with each other, and yeah, what kind of plot or what kind of background they come from and such.
善と悪でさえ表裏一体で、その境界は簡単に感情で曖昧になる。けれどそんな現実を受け入れるほど達観もできなくて、どうしたって自分はもがいていくしかない。大丈夫、忘れてない。忘れるわけがない。あの冷たくなっていく体と熱くなっていく心とともに歩みは止めない。
Okay, it sounds like Snow already has like a difficult background, upbringing, or things, past traumas or things that he's been through, just by the way he was saying everything now, how his heart has grown colder but warmer at the same time. And then just, yeah, I feel like he is going to be one that I'm just going to have to really see how he is, because seems like he has a lot of different emotions going on, and he seems like he's going to be kind of a bit of a center of this whole what do you call this, voice drama.
Gray Sheep.
Okay, so far the voices are already passing the vibe check.
特殊作戦部隊。ここで合ってるはず。
So wait. So apparently this has to do with a little bit of a special forces unit, obviously. So this is more geared towards the more, is it more of the grittier side that I so much enjoy? Yeah, so it looks like he's an officer, you know, and such. I don't know if all of them are going to be, probably not. So we're going to see this whole dynamic.
こんな部隊今まで聞いたことないし、怪しすぎるけど。失礼します。本日付で配属されました。スノーです。
ああ、新人くんだ。
Okay, so we have snow and now we have color. Doesn't look like he has a whole bunch of color going on, so I don't know where he gets the name color from, but I'm sure it's in correlation with something. Maybe he's an officer as well. We're about to find out, but yeah, I can see Snow being Snow because obviously he said, you know, he's more on the colder realm side. He's a little bit more isolated. Color, I'm expecting him to be more, you know, free speaking, very like lively and, you know, friendly with pretty much everyone.
どこかでお会いしたことがありますか？
どうだろう。前世で会ったことがない限りは、顔を合わせて話すのは今が初めてだと思うな。
そうですか。
あ、もしナンパだったら悪いけど、俺、女の子が恋愛対象だから。
断固として。
Wow, okay, he's a little bit of, maybe he has a little bit of narcissism, a little bit full of himself. Like, he thought that Snow was already trying to hit on him. He's like, oh no, if you're trying to hit on me, I'm more of a ladies' man. Bruh, I don't think he was trying to do nothing like hitting on you. He was just trying to, you know, figure out what's going on, who you are. Maybe, you know, he's seen you before in past life, or hey, he's encountered you before. He's not trying to hit on you. So don't flatter yourself too much there, buddy.
違います。俺の勘違いでした。前世でも今世でも今日が初めましてです。
待って待って。少なくとも君の方は俺たちのこと一回は見ているはずだけど。ってまあいっか。
はあ。
証明写真よりずっと男前だし、これはゴートの人気上がっちゃうかもな。
ゴート？カーラー、しょっぱなから距離感近すぎっす。
Okay, so in comes nurse. Are you a nurse? Or, you know, that's just what they call you, maybe. Okay. So, yes, color, yeah, he seems to be like, he has this thing where he feels like he's definitely like more of a higher status, like more, you know, I don't know how to put it in terms of like, I don't want to put it in terms of like he just being complete full of self. Maybe that's just like his character that he's giving off. But yeah, and then the way that he told Snow, oh, you look more handsome than your photo ID. Like you're trying to give him a compliment, but trying to like backhand, you know, insult him at the same time. Like he's definitely kind of, yeah. I don't know about you, Color. I'm gonna have to see more of you in order to gauge like if you're just doing this to be for fun or if you're like doing this to really like snub someone else but trying to do it on the sly.
いや、
そう？ごめん。
いえ。早々に騒がしくして悪いな。今日から同僚になるナース。なんて変によそよそしいのもあれだな。覚えてるかわかんねえけど、久しぶり。元気にしてたか？ 久しぶりです。元気にしてたし、覚えてます。
Okay, so they must have all trained together in a program or something like that. And they kind of like just went their separate ways afterwards, or maybe Snow kind of like left for a while the others were going on about doing what they were doing, because obviously it seems like Nurse and Color like are, are more familiar with each other, but at the same time they all know each other because they had to have trained or been around each other previously. So I'm thinking like this is like, I don't know if they're an idol group and they're just have like a certain theme, which is like special forces. I don't know what goat represents yet, but I'm sure they're gonna elaborate on that, because even Snow doesn't know what goat is yet, but I'm sure that's like the name of the group or some derivative of the program that they're in.
なんとなくですけど。
相変わらず表情変わんねえけど素直だなお前。あと敬語とか堅苦しいしタメ口でいい。
Nurse, did you really just call Snow a stoned-faced guy? Like, okay, yeah, he might look just straight-faced, not much emotion. That's okay, but do you really have to say he's stone-faced? Man, y'all are just... Okay, I can definitely tell that these characters have no filter whatsoever, and they're gonna say like, be direct about how they feel about things. And yeah, this meeting is going quite well between everyone so far, and Snow is just like, yeah, okay, this is what we're doing.
ああ、わかった。
そっかそっか。君たち警察学校の同期なんだっけ？
すね。つってもスノーは俺とは違ってかなり優秀でしたけど、だからまた会えて嬉しい。
ありがと
う。じゃあ次は俺の自己紹介ということで。俺は君の教育係。気軽にカラーって呼んでいいよ。
カラー。
よろしくお願いします。
うわ！
Gosh, and the fact that Color has to be his tutor. Oh my, this is going to be quite lovely. I'm sure Snow is going to enjoy every minute of this, having Color as his tutor and having him say all kinds of things. But then again, I don't think Snow really cares that much, and he's just going to be like, okay, thanks, cool, whatever. He's more like low energy and doesn't really put a lot of, like I said, a lot of emotion into things. Hence, no, he's more reserved.
今わかりやすく壁作ったね。よくないよそういうの。俺たちの班はチームワークが重要なんだから。ということで、ほら、笑ってみようか。
Color, I don't think Snow is really the smiling type. He's very, just like, no, let's just hold everything in. Let's just keep it straight and normal. He's like, I'm not going to smile for no unnecessary reason. I can't bring myself to do that. But hey, maybe he might just give a smile, but I don't think so.
それもしかして笑ってる？
はい、全力で。
わあ。
He literally said with all my might. Yeah, he's gonna have to work on that. Yeah, he's one that definitely is gonna have to really work on his emotional state and his level of awareness to things and how people are towards him, and kind of returning those, sense and said emotions. Yeah. See, that's the dynamic I'm talking about. Like, you have some that are just like very blunt and obvious and very, they can express how they feel very naturally. And then you have someone like Snow that it's going to take a lot to pull that emotion out of them or to get some kind of reaction that you're seeking, and then them not being able to give that to you.
マジか。
笑顔っつうよりなんか 少し怖いな。
少しじゃないでしょこれ。
まあそういう業務上のスキルはこれからってことで、とりあえずスノーは荷物置こうな。デスクはそこ。
ありがとう。
うちには他にもメンバーがいるんだけど、今は出払っててさ、顔を合わせたら随時紹介するから。
よろしくお願いします。
よーし、人数も増えたし、俺の仕事が減りますように。
そんなこと言って誰よりも仕事してんの誰っすか？それにまた新曲出すって上から聞いてますよ。
新曲？
はあ、次から次へと仕事が降ってくるから、女の子たちをデートに誘う暇がなくて悲しいよ。
Wow, Color. Yeah, you definitely are a ladies' man. That's all you're thinking about. Oh, he's not gonna have enough time due to his workload to ask any women out. Whatever should he do? Yeah, I'm sure he asks a different woman out like every day of the week. Like that's just his hobby. Oh my. Color. I don't know what to say.
俺の原動力なのに。
ゴートにとってはいいことっすよね。カラーは仕事をデートだって考えてやりきりましょう。
いや、それは暴論。
仕事がデート？
スノ
ゴートというのはもしかして東京市長管轄の？
そう、歌って踊れるかっこいい警察官だから、スノーは早めにその壊滅的な笑顔と歌を仕上げようね。
お二人の話を聞いてると、まるで俺がゴートに入ったみたいなことになってますけど。
もしかしてお前特殊作戦部隊の活動のことを何も聞いてなかったり？
No, I believe he hasn't. That's why he keeps asking certain things to figure out what on earth is going on and what he's getting himself into. He just thinks he's just going to be a regular old police officer. You know, you don't have to do all the singing and dancing and entertaining for someone because, you know, he's not necessarily cut out or built for that. He's really going to have to work on his personable skills.
それってつまり？
特殊作戦部隊がゴートを指すというのを今知りました。
ちょっと待って、ストップ。部隊名だけ聞いて、はいわかりましたってここに来ちゃったってこと？何の疑問もなく？
組織に属しているので異動に異論はないです。それに俺は新人だし。
ああ、そうだよな。
頭痛くなってきた。上ってなんでいつもこうなんだろうね。一回痛い目を見ないとダメなんだな、きっと。
からどす黒い感情隠せてないっすよ。ほら、握ってる拳を開いてください。
Okay, I guess Color easily gets frustrated as well. Like, okay, Snow, yeah, he just willingly jumped in. He didn't really think about it. He just said okay because, hey, like he said, he's new. And he didn't think much of it at the time. And it's easier for him to just agree with things rather versus than to just be like, nah, or to have to explain himself. So he takes like the easier routes, I think, when it comes to communicating something. Or when someone, you know, asks him something, he's just quick to be like, yeah, sure, whatever. Excuse me. But now he literally has to he literally put himself in this predicament where he's gonna feel very awkward in doing the things that's gonna be asked of him to do in this group, the special unit called GOAT. And like, I'm talking about way out of his comfort zone. I can already see that. But I think he'll eventually like get there, but it's gonna take a lot of time and it's gonna be frustrating for Color having to teach him these things as well as Nurse, because they're like, okay, we thought he already had these, you know, the ideal, he already knew what was going on, but now it seems like he's clueless and we have to explain all this and teach him all of these things, and whether he's going to pick it up or not is yet to be seen.
あの人たちに物理じゃ解決しませんって。上がむちゃくちゃで横暴なのはいつものことだし。
俺そこまで言ってないからね。ナースくん悪いんだ。で、本題に戻るけど、どうするこれ。
どうするもこうするも俺も新人枠なんでなんとも。
え、君オカン属性しておいてそのキャラ放棄するの？キャラブレしない？
ブレってなんすか。リーダーとして頼みますよ。
I knew it. I just knew that color had to be the leader because he just exuding and giving off that type of aura that, like, yeah, he has to be in charge of things. And then he's literally projecting onto Nurse saying like, oh, I'm not the bad one here, it's you. And then Nurse is more like the mom of the group. You know how they have that mom and the dad, like they are delegating certain roles depending on the, like, obviously color is more the authoritarian, and then Nurse follows suit with trying to implement the same things but in a little bit more, you know, nicer way than what color would do.
本当に俺？
教育係だって大見え切ってたの誰でしたっけ？
はいはい、わかりましたよ。よし、新人くん、何も知らずに異動になって実に怖かっただろうね。
いや、怖くは。
まず俺たちのチームは便宜上東京市庁内では特殊作戦部隊って呼ばれてて、それを対外的にはみんなご存知のゴートって呼んでもらってるわけ。
はい。
ゴートはグレートオペレーションアビリティチームの頭文字から来ていて、その活動内容は主に広報活動、平和の象徴として、はたまた信頼のシンボルとして、さらには警察のイメージアップなんかも兼ねて、俺たちは広告塔になるわけ。かっこよくキャーキャー言われたりしながら。
キャーキャー。
そこは。
Okay, yeah, definitely. Yeah, that seems more like PR. So they have to do their job as a police officer, but then they have to also do extra duties, which is like sing, dance, and basically give the police department a better image as a whole. And obviously, if they're doing all these different things, yeah, women are going to be gravitating more towards them and be more, you know, putting that in perspective, like, oh my gosh, we have the best police officers because they can do all these things, and basically providing that fan service to them. Like, yeah, I could see why. Yeah, they have a lot going on there. Like, they're basically doing two jobs at once. I don't know how, but yeah. So they're practicing their police force duties, but then they also have to practice, you know, doing this singing and dancing after they do what they normally have to do. That's kind of a lot, but hey, what can you do?
カラーの主観が入ってるから無視していい。
という感じで、仕事の大半はそんなところ。君もうちに来たからには歌にダンスにとビシバシ指導する予定だから、今のうちに覚悟よろしく。
覚悟と言われても、俺は警察官としてここに来たので。
うん、これも警察の仕事で、現に君は配属された。つまり見込みがあってゴートに来たわけだ。
いろいろ混乱するよな。
Okay, yeah, so basically, yeah, they did see something in him, in Snow, because like they wouldn't have offered for him to join the special forces group if they didn't see some type of maybe it could be just his aura in general. His look is very different, you know, he has two different eyes, and like he has that aesthetic where, like, yeah, he may not be as open or as bold as the other ones, but he has this like mysterious like type of look. And I think that can like lead to something. A lot of girls would be like, ooh, they'd be very intrigued by that. So hence why he's thrown in here. And of course he, you know, he will fill his role dutifully once he masters singing and dancing.
何これ？どういうリアクション？
俺のキャリアプランは。
早速面談？ いいよ、何でも聞くけど。
警察官として事件の現場に出て厳しい環境下で犯罪と向き合っていくことでした。
でしたって過去形にすることないんじゃない？
え？
だってゴートの仕事全然楽じゃないから。たまに本気で警察辞めてやろうかってくらいレッスンは厳しいし。
スノーが求めてる厳しさってそういうことじゃないんじゃ。
いや、そういうことだよ。まだ君はゴートの全てを知ったわけじゃない。それにこの東京市長があるのはあの世界屈指の大企業マーベリック本社のお膝元だよ。これが何を意味するかわかる？
マーベリック本社。
出世コースに乗った A 点だって喜ぶところでしょう。
から、着地点はそこじゃない方が絶対に良かった。補足すると、何も仕事内容が全部広報ってわけじゃない。別の課から要請を受ければ、交通整理でも聞き込み調査でも何でもやる。ゴートだって警察官だからな。
いわば何でもや。他のメンバーが出払ってるのもそれが理由。
人手が足りないところにパトロール行ってるんだ。
何か事件が起きてるのか？
事件つうか、最近あっちこっちで大小のいざこざが起きてて、街全体が物騒なんだ。
でもここ
Okay, so yeah, they have to do patrolling besides the other public work that they have to do. And Snow thought they were obviously on like actual cases, but since like they were saying like, but some of the crime numbers have decreased in recent years. They do like mostly patrolling. You know, they still have fights between minors and majors. So majors, obviously, the more high society type of people, I'm assuming, and the majors are like, you know, the more low class and, you know, just regular people.
ここ数年東京の犯罪数は減少していたはずだけど。
へえ、よく知ってるね。
配属地のことなのでそれぐらいは。
おお、優秀。意識が高いのはいいこと。
街で何が起こっているのかはまだ調査中で、確信をつけてないことが多い。つうわけで、しばらくはパトロールを強化した方がいいって判断になった。
なるほど。
俺たちもこの後パトロールに出るから、スノーも行くか。街も案内する。
悪い。助かる。
じゃあその前に署内をざっと紹介して回りてえし。から30分後に駐車場でいいっすか？
はーい、行ってらっしゃい。
そういえば寮に荷物は運んだか？
運んだけど荷ほどきはまだ。夜にやる。
手が足りなかったら遠慮なく呼べよ。
そんな荷物は多くないけど。でもありがとう。
Snow says he packs light. He doesn't look like he has, much, things that he would take as memorabilia or like with him. He probably just takes like the basics, bare minimum type stuff.
じゃあ。ゴートに新人って誰の差し金なんだ？何事も起こんないといいけど、そんなわけにもいかないよな。
So I'm guessing he has his questions about why they picked Snow to be a part of GOAT. And like what kind of person like Snow actually is. Like I'm sure he has like a lot of questions in his mind because he doesn't seem like the typical person they would ask to be a part of GOAT. I mean, understandably so, but I'm sure, he's not the only one that has his reasonings or has underlying things in relation to why they picked each person to be a part of GOAT. I'm sure color has a lot of dynamics to him as well as Nurse, as we've seen. So we've seen 3 characters so far. We're gonna see other characters as we go along. From what I can tell from the thumbnails, excuse me, I can never talk. Jeez. I'm gonna watch one more part, and then I'm going to watch a couple of the music videos and kind of see how those are. So let's jump into the next part.
Hmm? 本当に街中にゴートの広告が出てるから。
信じてなかったのか？
そういえば君、俺たちの顔見ても全然驚かなかったもんね。ゴートのことどこまで知ってるの？
知識として存在は知ってました。どこかでカラーの顔に見覚えがあったのもそれだと思います。
マジでそれ以上知ろうとする気すらなかったと見た。
Really, Color? Maybe he didn't want to know more about you. Maybe he just saw your face and was like, oh, okay, sure. Not everyone wants to know you to that level, Color. Like, you may like be a ladies' man and the girls may want to get to know everything about you, but Snow, not so much. He's just like, look, I'm here to do my job and, you know, to be cordial, I guess, but anything else, I'm not really interested in.
その通りです。なんかすみません。
しかも興味がないから俺以外のメンバーのことも知らないと。
それ地味に俺に飛び火してくるんでやめてください。
それはごめん。
いいって。誰でも興味ないことはいくらでもある。
そのうち君もこうやって広告になったり街中で知られる存在になるから。
一緒に写ってるのが他のメンバーですか？
ああ、スパイダーとジョーとオウル。基本みんないい人たちだ。
何その根はいい人みたいな予防線。
全然そんなつもりないっすよ。
I wonder how they got their names because, like, okay, so we have Spider, not too. I don't really like that name because I don't like spiders at all, not one little bit. And then we have Joe and Owl. Okay, maybe it could be like in correlation to, I don't know, something about their personality or whatever, or they're just maybe just nicknames they decided to give themselves. We don't know yet, but I'm curious to see how these other members will be, especially in terms of when it comes to Snow and how they react to him and his personality.
安心して。みんな個性は強いけど超優秀だから。他に気になることある？
さっきナースが言ってた街全体が物騒になってるっていうのは？
ああ、あれな。中途半端な話して悪い。ここ数年東京都の治安が落ち着いているのとゴート結成の由来って関係してんだよ。
政治の劣悪化で市民の生活が苦しくなると当然治安も最悪な状態になって、特に国の中枢である東京なんかはそれが顕著だったわけ。そんな状況で市民が心の拠り所にするのは親しみづらい警察組織なんかじゃなくて土地に根付いた自警団的なやつらでさ。
イメージ的にはギャングとかマフィアとかそんな感じだな。罪は犯さないけどギリギリのラインで活動してんだよ。
で、市民は
So they're trying to prevent it before it gets too out of hand. That's why they have the more updated security and just trying to make sure that they have something implemented in place like GOAT and whatnot in order to keep down from things like boiling over to how maybe it used to be. But I'm sure at some point there has to be some kind of situation that might spiral out. And they might have to solve that. And how Color is saying, so now everyone's on the baddies side. Hey, look, police officers, I don't see how they got a bad rep, but like obviously I guess there are always going to be people in public society that don't really think much of the police officers and their organization or whatever they're doing in correlation to what's is actually being perceived in society and how they choose to handle certain things.
みんなお行儀が悪いそっちの味方。古臭い組織体制をとってる警察は嫌われ者だったわけ。
当然警察だって社会秩序のために動くわけだけど、どうしても公的な組織だから動きも鈍いし、融通きかないとなると市民は手っ取り早くそっちを頼るわな。
さっきから明言を避けてる気がするんですけど、そっちの人たちって。
あ、ちょうど見えてきた。正面の看板わかる？
ちょっと車寄せるな。
バッドスカンク。
そうそう、通称バスカ。いつの間にか素行の悪いバスカが英雄になって俺たちが悪者扱い。その状況を見かねて東京市長の偉いさん方がまずメディアを味方につけようって爆案出してゴートが誕生したってわけ。
ゴートが死ん
Okay, so the people on the more badder side are known as Bad Skunk. And then they created the special forces for the police force called GOAT to kind of counter what they are projecting out into society, because people are getting drawn to Bad Skunk and they're trying to draw the attention away from them to create a better image for the police force, which makes sense. Because you're going to have two tokens to every side, and you obviously want to make more people become interested in GOAT, and so that they can kind of like die down the whole Bad Skunk thing and kind of take away people from getting into that circle of, you know, of what's the word? Circle of realm, or getting into that place where they make bad decisions, from seeing Bad Skunk do different things in public and branching it off as in society, as perceiving it as being something good, versus the police force having GOAT and trying to get people to see that there needs to be civility. Is that a word? There needs to be civil order within, you know, Tokyo, for things to maintain a working and manageable fashion within society. Yeah. I don't know why it's so hard for me to explain these things. I'm getting it, but you know, my mind works a little bit differently. But anyways, so we'll see how GOAT is in comparative to Bad Skunk, and I'm sure like Bad Skunk has their own singing and dancing, which I've kind of seen like bits and clips from the music video. So we'll see. We will see who I end up liking more, Bad Skunk or GOAT. Naturally, I should be on the GOAT side, but I don't know.
民権を得たからこそ、ここ数年は治安が回復して落ち着いてきたってことなんですね。
バスカと拮抗した信頼を得られてきた感じではあるんだけど、まだまだバスカの方が根付いている地域もあってさ。
ちょうどこの辺りっすね。
都心の西側ですか？
そう。雰囲気もガラッと変わって華やか。
Why the vibes have always got to be on the west side? I don't know what. Is that a thing? Like, oh, you know, most of the bad stuff happens on the west side of town. No, honestly, that's really not true, because it doesn't matter what side of town you are. Things could just pop off out of no reason. So, but in this case, it's just the west side.
になったでしょ。若干アングラな場所もあるんだけど、そこでの女の子との遊び方はおいおいスノーに教えるとして。
変なこと教えないでくださいよ。スノー、この辺りはマーベリック本社が構えられてることもあって、カジノや劇場なんかもあるから。
ブルジョワ色強めな感じね。
警察に介入されたくない施設が多いわけですか？
だな。一応バスカが仕切ってるから、ある程度の秩序は保たれてんだよ。
で、もう少ししたら六本木地区に入る感じ。そこがちょうどバスカの根城だよ。
根城っつってもド派手なライブハウスだけどな。ほら、あそこの建物の地下。
Oh, bad skunk. Oh, they got a more lively type of environment going on. That's intriguing. Even though naturally I shouldn't be intrigued, but I'm very intrigued. I'm very curious to see how Bad Skunk operates over there, and I'm sure they're very, chill, but they can handle business when they need to as well if something gets out of line.
うわ相変わらずすっごい人だかり。
このままだと何かしらトラブル起きそうっすよ。
ナース、そのあたりに適当に止めてくれる？
はい。
スノーも行こっか。
わかりました。
警察です。車道まではみ出ているので集まらないでください。
近隣のお店にも迷惑かかるので解散してください。
なるほど。確かにものすごくアウェーですね。
Yeah, it seems they're very unwelcome in that area. Judging by all the boos and people that are not very receptive to what they have going on.
ここじゃ仕方ねえな。
いくら仕事だって言ってもこれじゃあやる気出ないよね。こんなに大勢女の子がいるのに声援の一つも聞こえないなんて。
皆さん、通行の
Why is it always about girls for him? Like, there's a whole bunch of girls, but he's not getting the attention that he wants, so that is his problem. What are we gonna do with color? Naturally, you could probably trick him with a woman and just, hey, it'll be all well and fine for him.
妨げになるので解散のご協力を。
聞き分けのいい子の方が好きだな。俺、泣いていい？
庁舎に戻ったら俺が黄色い歓声出しましょうか。
それ俺もやった方がいいですか？
男のはノーサンキューだから。というかスノーは俺のあしらい方覚えないで。
Color, you are so dramatic. Chill. Chill, please. It's not that serious. You will live if you don't get the attention you seek from a woman, okay? I'm sure you could go back later and find you a nice, wonderful lady that will give you all the attention you want, but now it's just not that time.
うるさ。何の騒ぎ？
ここでブーイングなんて珍しい。
Ooh, are they from Bad Skunk? I'm supposing. Or are they from Goat? We shall find out. So we have Neru and AK. Okay, it's giving the static. Okay, AK is giving definitely could be Bad Skunk. I'm just saying that. But, since we're there in the area that's more of a boo, I'm assuming that they're from Bad Skunk.
新手の応援の仕方か。
それわざと言ってる。絶対違うでしょ。
あちらさんがバスか。
は
Oh, never mind. So they are with Goat. Dang. I really thought AK was like, okay, see how things can be not as they seem. So Niru, I love the color, by the way, because purple is my favorite color. So the purple eyes and then the purple top, definitely giving. So yeah, let's see how interactive they are with Snow, because yeah. Wait, maybe I'm thinking, what am I talking about?
なんでゴートがここにいんの？
ネル、人に向けて指をさすな。
だってあれ人間じゃないし。犬
Okay, never mind. I'm speaking 2 out of turn right now because they are with Bad Skunk. I thought so. I'm like, how could I be wrong? I'm usually right about this. Like, I usually know, like, I can feel the energy radiating off of certain characters that I can tell that they're from a certain group or certain personalities and things. Okay, so they are with Bad Skunk.
じゃん。
犬でもダメだ。
はーい。
ジャンキー、ゴートがいる。
え
Junkie. Okay, Junkie, you look very edgy and cool. I'm loving the hair aesthetic, and you have an eye patch. Why can't I get away from the guys with the eye patch? Why? There's always something very alluring, traumatizing, dramatic, a little bit over the top with people with eye patches. I'm just gonna say that. And he looks like he's very much probably the leader. He's giving that vibe, especially since AK said, "Hey, Junkie, the goats are here." Yeah, I'm assuming he's the leader.
マジじゃん、珍しい。ワンコがこんなところまでお散歩？
Oh, I just love the name calling. Little puppies, he said. Not even little goats, but little puppies. Okay.
あれあれあれあれあれやっと会えた。
So, did Junkie just go up to Snow and hug him like excessively hard and say, "I finally found you"? Junkie, you have been looking for Snow this whole time and didn't even know it. And Snow is like, you're about to squeeze the life out of me, and I don't even know why you're hugging me to begin with, because that is not something I do. I don't like closeness, touching, and things of that nature. So, get your hands off me.
ね。
苦しい。は？どういう状況？力強すぎ、スノーが死ぬって。
むしろ絞め殺す気なんじゃん。
オタクの破壊神止めてもらえる？
ジャンキー、話せ。
話せって。
ああ、もう終わり？
この人たち。
Poor Snow is about to just pass out. He's like, on my first day, I'm just going through it. Like, this is too much. He's like, yeah, I know I said yes, that I signed up for this, but this is not what I signed up for. Not all of this. But hey, sometimes when you're too quick to be like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll do it, because you just think you're just gonna be, you know, not dealing with all of these different things, and then you're proven wrong. Yeah, that's what that is.
ゆっくり呼吸して。落ち着いてからでいい。
犬でもワンコでもなくゴートです。どうも。ずいぶんマナーのなってない荒っぽい挨拶してくれちゃってましたけど、地底人の皆さんは地上に出てきて探索ですか？
Okay, Color trying to hit back like, oh, no, honey. I don't know who you're talking to, but we're not puppies, we're not dogs, we're goats. Get that right, first of all. And then he said, don't be disrespecting me or my group here when you're just some filthy lowlife underground dweller that has no reason to speak out of turn to me, to moi. Okay, that's how I'm interpreting it.
ラケンは人語喋ってないで、交通整理だけしてればいいじゃん。
Okay, they're going back and forth. It's getting serious. Like, Nuru just said, oh, no. Who are you popping off to? No, y'all are just mongrels and y'all need to mind your business. I don't even know why y'all over here in the first place. Like, that's what it's giving. And we're about to see what Junkie has to say. I mean, he's not saying much. He's doing more laughing than he's actually talking, you know, and he's already kind of messing and fested like, oh, Snow, there's something about him that I kind of like, and I can't put my finger on it yet, but I finally found the one that is just different from rest of the goats out here. And something intriguing, obviously, enough to hug almost the life out of him.
喋らないですんの難しくない？
ジャンキー、突っ込むところが間違ってる。
もう二人ともうるさい。
ネル、 ちょっとお声が大きいかな。耳が壊れそう。
だから人語喋んないで。もしかし
Ho, ho, ho. Okay. So Color tried to pop back and say, "Oh no, you're too loud, and I'm not trying to go deaf over here because then I won't be able to hear my little girlies that I be running after. So you need to like kind of take it down a notch." And then it's like, no, 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 no. I am going to talk as much as I want. I didn't even give you permission to speak, first of all, and I don't know who you barking at. Like a little low-life mutt that you are. Okay. Yes, I'm redoing the dialogue just a bit, but you know, I just want you guys to get the gist and the feel of that's what is in my mind, that the level that it's giving me internally.
して犬語じゃないと通じないわけ？ワンワンワン
毎度言うことえげつないね。顔は可愛いのに。
必勝。こんなのが警察官なんて世も末すぎる。
そうおっしゃるなら、バスカの皆さんが積極的にファンの治安を良くしてもらえるとこちらとしても嬉しいんですけどね。
それって自分たちは無能でそんな簡単なこともできないから何とかしてって僕たちに泣きついてるってことで OK?
Oh, oh my gosh, Noodle would be clapping back. Good. I'm just gonna say that. Color, you might need to work a little bit, just a little bit more at the clap back because the clap back is a little bit stronger on Noodle's points. I'm just saying, like, I'm not on anybody's side right now. Just so you guys know, I'm not choosing who I like more right now because like this is only the first, you know, episode I'm watching, and it's I'm literally all over the place getting each dynamic of characters like I said. And right now Noodle is, I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of going up there at the top for me because his clapback is strong and he's my aesthetic right now.
えれぐい。いいぞいいぞ、持ってやれ。
加勢してやらないのか。
寝るにはいらないでしょ。
もう大丈夫か？
ああ、ありがとう。あの人たちがバスカなのか。
眼帯してるのがジャンキー、その隣であざがあるのが AK、 あっちのネルも含めてバスカのメンバーだ。
そんなこと。
Okay, so apparently Bad Skunk has a big fan base. I hear a lot of people coming now cheering. Like y'all are they already stepped into their territory of Bad Skunk, and you know that wasn't received very well, but now the actual fans are coming, and it sounds like in troves. I can see why though. I'm not gonna lie, I can see why.
あった騒がしくなった。
ったくもう集まらないでください。
打鍵の言うこと聞く気ないってさ、ちょっとどいて。これ以上騒いだら出禁にするから。それが嫌ならとっとと解散。ほら、
ここ君たちのホームなんだから当然でしょ。
それ以上偉そうにするなら蹴り飛ばすけど。
いやー、久しぶり。うわ、大きくなったね。さっきはごめんね、加減がわからなくって。
Oh, so Junkie knows Snow, so they know each other. So obviously Snow has encountered a lot of these characters before at some point in time, or they cross paths or seen each other, whatever that may be. But yeah, Junkie, takes a serious, you know, liking to Snow and saying like, wow, oh my gosh, you've grown up so much. He couldn't hold himself back earlier. It was just that he was just that happy.
どの立場から言ってるんだ。
俺も大きくなったでしょ。でもお前だってすぐ分かって。今なんて呼べばいい？
スノー。
スノー。お前に超似合う名前だね。
Wait, so what was Snow's name before? I'm curious now. I need to know. Snow, yeah, definitely fits him now, but I'm very curious at what he was going by before.
やっぱり純白の雪はお前にこそ例えて叱るべきだ。すごくいいよ。俺はね、ジャンキー。で、こっちがエゲちゃんだよ。
AK だ。お前ゴートに入ったのか。
今日からそういうことになった。
何この空気。二人とも暗くない？感動の再会じゃん。もっと盛り上がっていいところだよね。
Junkie's killing me. The way he's talking and the way he's saying things. Yes. He's quite lively like I thought he would be. He's a little bit rough around the edges like I knew he would be. And just the way he's talking and doing things is sending me. And I love every minute of it.
俺はまた会うなんて思ってもなかったし、そんな単純に喜べない。
そっか。まあいろいろあったしね。紆余曲折ありすぎて逆にあるべくして今があるというか、昔々から始めたら超大作の絵本になっちゃうというか、まあそんな感じでここから。
Did he just start talking fast out of nowhere? Like he was just talking very mild pace and then all of a sudden he just started rambling off fast. Okay, take it back down a notch, Junkie. I need to know what you were saying.
またよろしく。
わけがわからないところは昔のままだな。
そうだよ。俺は何にも変わってない。ね、エゲちゃん。
そうだな。
エゲちゃんは俺の右腕。こいつ超有能なの。
AK Poo, his right hand. Junkie, stop. Oh my gosh. He's too much. And AK is just like, sure, whatever. I'm just going along with it.
腕っていうか、もはやブレイン頭キレッキレですんごいから。天才パチパチパチ。
それバカにしてるだろ。
してないよ。ねえねえスノー、俺たちまた仲良くできる？
また？
だってさ。
Oh, so they were besties before? Well, in Junkie's terms, they were besties. I don't think it was quite the same for Snow, considering he's not very happy to see Junkie. So that was only a one-sided friendship. I'm guessing. Yeah.
スノーがゴートで俺たちがバスカで、この再会は運命だって思うから、俺たち絶対に離れられない関係なんだね。
どうしてお前はそんな風に。
また4人。
He says he can't let you go, Snow. There's just too much history there. We have to hold on to whatever is left, what we have, and rebuild and rekindle that friendship. Are you hearing him? I can't. I really can't.
で遊べるかな。一緒に歌ったりしたいよね。
お前童謡が歌いたかったのか。それなら新曲の候補はそうする。
もう違うって。スノーと一緒に何かできたら何でもいいな。
そんな昔のことお前たちとまた。
あ？スノーどうかした？
Oh my. Jets win. Oops. Okay. Wow. That second part was definitely so interesting when they brought in the characters for Bad Skunk. They are pretty much everything what I thought they would be. Like you have you have one member, Nuru, that's very outspoken. He's gonna give it how you give it. Like take and receive. You are getting that energy from him. And then you have AK. He's more reserved. He's kind of like Snow. He's more reserved. He's just like, okay, whatever. And then you have Junkie, who's just like a little bit of everything. Like he's very laughy. He says what's ever on his mind. He looks like he could be very clingy, very lively, and just he has this exuding personality about him that's just like, you really don't care. You just want to like hate him, but at the same time, you can't like exactly hate him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's that type of character. Wow. So something was about to happen at the end of this part, but I know I don't want to leave you guys in a cliffhanger, but I'm gonna leave y'all in a cliffhanger because I want to watch a couple of music videos. I don't want to make this video too long for you guys, and it'll just be intriguing for the next episode, for the next video, I mean. So let me pull up the music videos and I will be right back. Okay, I think I found the right ones. Like, I'm not sure which order these music videos are in, but I'm assuming that this is one of the older music videos, considering this was posted a year ago. So that seems pretty accurate to me. So I'm going to start with this one. I don't know if this is... I don't know, like, the groups, like, how they have them listed, because it just says Gray Sheep, obviously. So we'll kind of just watch them as we go, okay? I'm just gonna watch a couple, and then I'll stop, and when I watch the next parts, I will watch a couple more and see how that goes. So the first one I'm gonna watch is called Groovy Good Beat. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this bigger. And let's start. And I don't think that this has any English subtitles. I don't really like care for the generated ones, so I'm just gonna watch it and kind of just get the gist. Okay.
Tell me, baby, why it's gonna be alright.
Okay, so obviously I can tell right off this is Bad Skunk. I'm seeing the characters and this is their music video. So let's see how they sound. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay, I'm liking this vibe so far. It's very like upbeat, and I like to hear the lyrics that I can hear that are in English. Okay, it's giving. It's a vibe.
Come on, get it. Everybody got the power. Big bang, 巻き起こせ。首まとめてかかってこいよ。Are you ready? Wing it, wing it. 相手してやるから。最強なものについてこれるかい。You bet on my preaching. 完全な距離を楽しんでるかい。Can you show us all?
Okay, yes. I like it. Okay. So obviously Junkie is kind of like a bit of more of the rap, like he sings here, but he is a rap line. I'm sure that I guess the dynamic can change up depending on the song, but yeah, it's definitely like him in the rap line. But that was very groovy. Yes, it was a very good song, and I really like that, considering that was the first one that we watched. Now we're gonna watch another one. We're gonna watch the one called The Greatest Homie, and I believe This is the GOAT group. So let's watch it and see. And of course, I was right. I just know these things. I'm just kidding. Like, I can just tell sometimes.
逃さないで Find the real この手は最果てを目
This is exactly how I imagine him singing. He like tries to be so charismatic and like sounds so like, oh my gosh, so the girls can fangirl over him to sound all like handsome and like charming to fit the aesthetic.
かざした限界個数 Fight this night いつでも by your side 明け渡せない一歩も引けない理想はぶれない希望は手の中 Show you right 速度上げたい吹きつく風に立つ We all the liberation We all the need to get hurt 使命は通り I know Savior I wanna be greater We say yeah I won't stop 際限なく high Yeah yeah
And might I add, Snow sounds really good. So yes, whatever kind of lessons they're gonna give him, or maybe he just naturally could already sing, and yeah, they're gonna see his talent as episodes like progress. But he sounds really good.
価値観など立場など超えてもいいかもね Yeah yeah 一斉 Yeah 選んだ未来へかけろグレイテストに
Very cute, short, and to the point. I like it. It sounded really good. That first music video, yes, it kind of showcased what I thought they would sound like. Just from like hearing their voices and stuff. So yes, the first two music videos were great. I can't wait to see like what other edgier songs, what type of songs they're going to put out. You know, so I will definitely be reacting to more music videos as I watch the episodes as well. And I'm excited to see the next episode for this show, this voice drama, I'm sorry, Gray Sheep. It was very interesting. I'm really gravitating towards the characters, especially the Bad Skunk group. I mean, I like the GOAT group as well. And I just like the dynamic that, like I said, that's going to revolve around like Snow. Since he's considerably like the center of this is what I'm assuming. Kind of like for I don't like to compare things because this is not the same, but Magasuno, how Masuma was like pretty much like the center and things were like kind of cohesively going on around him, but it was about him. And yeah, so I'm sure they're gonna delve into Snow's past more and how he knows like certain characters and like what kind of relationship he had with each one that he did know, and like the whole dynamic of that, how some of the members, well, Skunk, Junkie, how they knew each other, and like now that he's with GOAT, how is that going to correlate? And there's more characters that we have not seen yet, and I don't know what group they're going to be from, but we're going to find out. Don't worry. But I'm very excited to see more of this Gray Sheep. It's definitely going to be in my rotation with my Fragment Memory stuff, and I will also be getting back to Magazine Notes, so guys, don't worry. And if I find anything else, then that will be in rotation as well. I'm just one of those type of girlies that, like, if I find something that I really like and that I gravitate towards from like just characters or little things that I see online, then yes, I definitely want to check it out. And if any of you guys, my sunshines, have any recommendations or something that you guys want me to react to, please make sure to comment and let me know. Or you just want to have something to say or commentate about the things that I have been reacting to, please leave me comments. I definitely will reply back to you guys. But thank you for watching this video, and make sure you continue to like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you know when I post another video. And I will see you guys, my sunshines, in the next video. Bye. I love y'all.
Shine on me bright.